Hey everybody, it is Natalie from Power Moon Tarot. Welcome to your reading. Today's reading is called I Just Called to Say, and we are going to get your person's thoughts and feelings. We do have 3 piles to choose from today. Pile number 1 is represented by the P for Panda. Pile number 2 is the G for Giraffe, and pile number 3 is the Z for Zebra. I'm going to go ahead and put the piles aside here, and we will begin with pile number 1. Okay, pile number 1. Let's take a deep breath. There'll be links in the description box below. If you'd like to watch multiple piles, there's links, timestamps below, everything you need. If you'd like to request a personal reading or a natal chart reading, let's go ahead and begin. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the Panda. And today's reading is called I Just Called to Say Their Thoughts and Feelings for You, okay? So pile number 1, I hope everything is going well for you and that you're hanging in there during these eclipse season times. Let's go ahead and get into the reading for pile number 1, please. Spirits, angels, and guides, please show me what this person is thinking and feeling for pile number 1. If they were to call pile number 1, what would they say to pile number 1? I just called to say. What would they say to pile number 1 if they were to call pile number 1, please? I just called to say. Almost there, pile number 1. I just called to say. Ooh, the cards are all over the place today. They got a mind of their own. Let's keep it going here. What would they say if they were to call pile number 1, please? They're a little all over the place, pile number 1, and let's take a gander. Okay, 2 of Pentacles. And this could go one of either way. Let's see pile number 1, what they would say if they called. We have Dragonfly Spirit, truth transcends illusion. So wanting to tell you the truth about something you've been waiting to hear, pile number 1, or something that you've been waiting to have confirmed is what I feel. We have the Strength card with power, okay, and wanting to impress you, showing you that they're serious and they mean business. We have the 3 of Cups, celebration, rejoice and celebration. I feel they could be offering some kind of support or encouragement to you, pile number 1. We have the Ace of Swords here with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, okay? I feel like this is something you've been waiting to hear from them for a while, pile number 1. An acknowledgement, in your strength, your power, how you're a very strong, resilient human being who helps others get through the hard times and see the positive and see the good in things. Okay, and I think they would tell you that you have helped them see the positive within themselves and that you have helped them become stronger in who they are, okay? And we have here kissing and loving your lips. Ooh, okay now. And they would say something that they want to kiss you, and that I also feel with the Strength card here, they would say something about your hair, or that you have very beautiful, gorgeous, strong hair, and also that they are, that they have a hard time resisting your kiss. Like ever since they've met you, ever since they saw you, they've wanted to tell you something about your lips, or telling you that you have a beautiful mouth or beautiful kissable lips. And I feel like with this Ace of Air here too, they also care about your opinion and want to hear what you have to say as well. And I feel like what they're saying is, I just called to tell you that I support you and I think you're doing the right thing, okay? Let's see what else we have here. I want to please you in all ways, but I am insecure about my mind, body, and spirit. Okay, and so they want to wait to call you until they're feeling better about themselves, is also what I feel. They want to tell you that, yeah, Three of Cups, they want to take care of you and please you and tease you in all the ways that they know how to do, pile number one, but they're also insecure to tell you this, or they're insecure to let you know. And so, with the Strength card, they need to gather up their confidence. They need to gather up their bravado and their confidence, and tell you, like, the energy surge or the power that they felt kissing you, or the electricity. I also feel with the Strength card here, like the power, the charisma, the strength of that kiss, or that future anticipated kiss, is very strong for them. I feel, pile number one. Ooh, we've got Twin Flame. Okay, so maybe some of you consider this person to be your twin flame. I'm not here to tell you, whether I believe in twin flame or not, or go off about that, but, you may think that this person is your twin flame and they've just been too insecure to come forward, but they're these very strong feelings for you. But with the Dragonfly Spirit, what's the truth? Because I love the Dragonfly energy because it's very spiritual. It's where we're called to be more spiritual and more transparent with ourselves and with spirit, with the universe. But Dragonfly energy is also very sensitive, and there can be kind of a wondering of, what is the truth? Am I grounded in my truth? What is the truth here? And this is card number 22. So some of you may resonate with 222, or the angel number 22, or 222, okay? And, you see this dragonfly is like opening up to discover part of self, or opening up to new truths and new awareness, is something that, dragonfly energy also represents an opening of a new awareness, okay? And I feel like this person may want to talk about how an awareness of themselves on a deeper level, about their insecurities, about the things that they've been too vulnerable to talk about, or too closed off to talk about, like they're wanting to become more vulnerable with the Three of Cups. But I feel like it's also hard for this person with this Strength card and power here, because they do like to be in control, and it's hard for them to be vulnerable at times, okay? So they may want to, I feel like they want to tease you, but they also want to tell you something deeper here, pile number one, okay, is what I feel. We have honesty, okay? I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. And that is coming out under Dragonfly Spirit. And Dragonfly energy can also be very elusive, and maybe a more negative aspect of Dragonfly energy can be not really telling the truth, or being very elusive about something. And we all know that, honesty is the foundation of any relationship, really. Friendship, relationship, being honest, being truthful with one's throat chakra. And I kind of feel like there's this energy of, should I say this or should I not? And perhaps they've been going back and forth here with the Two of Pentacles of, should I say something or should I not? And I also kind of feel like you guys may be on the fence of, should I say something or not? But I also feel like you've been waiting for this person to come to you first, okay? And you've been trying to decide, should I say something? Should I be honest about how I'm feeling? Should I let this person know? But I also feel like, with the Strength card here, there is like pride on both sides of, who kind of says something first with this Ace of Air here, okay? And they certainly do like kissing you or loving on you or experiencing, nice, gentle, wonderful, amazing times with you. I feel pile number one. We have here Virgo and I analyze. Maybe you are over analyzing this a little bit too much sometimes, pile number one, or you're analyzing every single thing that this person has said or done. And, sometimes we have to analyze something to get to the truth, don't we? Like we have to, analyzing serves a purpose, like getting to the truth of something or looking at the evidence of something, but I also feel like, analyzing can sometimes, like we can pick things apart. You know what I'm saying? Pile number one, we can kind of pick things apart too much sometimes or overanalyze somebody's elusive behavior towards us as well. And, a habit of maybe thinking, well, it has to be about me or it's something about me. But it could be basically pile number one that this person has some insecurities within themselves, but I am insecure about my mind, body, and spirit. And having a tendency to overanalyze everything is something kind of going on here. And let's see, we've got the Seven of Wands. So wanting to stand up and be bold and be brave. We have the Ten of Swords. We have the World card, okay? And we have the Page of Swords, okay? And, here's the thing. I feel like this person almost in some ways needs to explain themselves, perhaps, or maybe deliver an apology. And, for you, I feel like it's just more important to acknowledge what's there and to acknowledge the truth of things with this Page of Swords and the World card. You just want to hear the truth, or you just want to, rather than, a bunch of bravado and promises and lies that people can't keep and, people acting tough and strong in the moment and then kind of breaking down later on. I feel like pile number one, the thing is this person may be afraid of being judged by you as not being tough enough or strong enough for some reason, okay? And the thing is I feel like you guys, that's not even what you are even concerned about. You just want to know the truth. And I feel like you deserve an explanation. With the World card, there's a need for maturity. There's a need for closure. There's a need for an explanation. And perhaps that is, what you're waiting to hear from this person is a sign of life, a sign of maturity, a sign of closure, if it's not going to be what you thought it was going to be, and I don't think that that's too much to ask for, pile number one, at all, that just people be truthful and honest and follow through on their commitments. What a concept, right? And the Page of Swords needs to hear something, needs to hear, I plan on following through on my commitments and I'm here for you. And if the Page of Swords hears that, the Page of Swords over analyzing and overlooking at things tends to go away, and all is well in the world, okay? I feel like this person with the Ten of Swords and Seven of Wands is like, I want to talk to you and I want to tell you what's going on with me, but I'm also scared to do that and I need to find the right time to do that. So please be patient with me with the World card here. And, I want to tell you, I want to be strong and bold and brave, Seven of Wands, but I'm afraid, I'm really afraid of the consequences. And also I feel that this person could be afraid of commitment with the Ten of Swords and the World card. They may have fears of commitment or fears of not following through on their promises. And for those of you where you've been let down by this person in the past, I do feel like they want to make something right here. And the thing is I feel you guys have every right to be kind of analytical or critical or highly aware, at least, of what is going on in this conversation, because you've been dealing with what's the word? Situations when people are just being too dramatic or being too much, or they're acting like they want to be really involved in something, 7 of Wands, but then when push comes to shove, it's like they disappear, the 10 of Swords, okay? And some of you may have a friend that wants to comfort you or wants to help you as well, is something that I'm also seeing here too. But I also feel like with the Page of Swords and the World card, there could be cynicism behind what someone says, okay? And maybe you have a certain cynicism towards this person and towards what they're saying, or an attitude of somebody being kind of cynical about something, like, well, that's never gonna happen, or I don't believe in any of that anymore, that type of energy. So there may be, and that may be something coming from you or something coming from someone around you, is kind of a cynical attitude, is what I'm picking up on. But I also feel like with this 7 of Wands and 10 of Swords, pile number 1, this person does have a tendency to crash and burn at times, and they're anything but calm, okay? And their ways of, going after something with a lot of gutso and then kind of like falling off the map is kind of dramatic in a lot of ways. And it's kind of, it's again more Leo energy. The 7 of Wands represents Mars and Leo, and the 8, the Strength card in the tarot represents Leo. So somebody being very dramatic with their words with the 10 of Swords, and it's like, needing to heal that. I feel like with the World card here, needing to heal that and hold that, and take care of that and kind of get away from that even, okay? And there may be times in life when we just have to kind of ignore the criticisms or shut down, and maybe you guys have been feeling kind of shut down from something. And I don't blame you, because, the 7 of Wands and the 10 of Swords, that's a lot of heat on something. That's a lot of heat and energy around something that just feels hopeless or like it's a lost cause with the 10 of Swords. So I get it, pile number 1, if you need to step back and nurture yourself and take some time to just focus on you and focus on healing, focus on your own growth within, and stabilize your energy. She's holding on to the yin and yang sign here. So just being, energetically sovereign within yourself is a good way to get out of that overthinking, if you know what I'm saying, pile number 1, okay? So I feel like it's complicated in your mind, but I feel like it's not that complicated with this other person. Is not that complicated, meaning they like you, they're into you, they love the way you kiss, they love, making out with you, those lips of yours, they have a really good time with you, 3 of Cups. But there is something about them that's insecure, or there is something about them that's not, not always the most healthy. But I kind of feel in their minds are kind of simple. I feel like you're a little bit more of a thinker than them in a lot of ways. And you really do worry about, people being truthful and honest with you, and rightfully so. I mean, we want that in life. It's a sign of maturity and growth when we're truthful and honest with ourselves and with other people. And it's not too much to ask. So pile number 1, that is what I am getting for you, my loves. I hope that reading resonated for you. And I'd love to hear your thoughts, your comments, and your feedback. Thank you so much, pile number 1, and take care. Let's move on to pile number 2. Okay. Let's do it. Pile number 2, welcome to your reading. You chose the Giraffe, and today's reading is I just called to say I love you, their thoughts and feelings, okay? So if this person were to call you, pile number 2, what thoughts and feelings would they want to share with you? Let's check it out and see. I just called to say I love you. All right, pile number 2. Hope you guys are doing well out there, and thank you for enduring my horrible singing. Let's go ahead and see if this person was just to call you to say something to you. What would they be saying to pile number 2? What would they be saying to pile number 2, please? What would they be saying to Wheel of Fortune? Woo! The Moon and the Five of Wands. Just a bunch of thoughts and feelings all over the place at times. Pile number 2. Let's go ahead and see. What would they want to say? What would they want to say? All right, pile number 2. We have the 8 of Wands. I like your guys' vibe with the 8 of Wands, pile number 2. I like your confidence. I like your energy. And I kind of feel like you guys are like, Natalie, if I don't like what this person is having to say to me, I'm hanging up on them. I'm going to go somewhere else. I'm going to do something different. People can call and say whatever they want, but if I don't like it, I'm out the door. And I love the attitude, pile number 2. I love the confidence, the attitude, and the unwillingness to listen to people's bullshit or to become bored with people's egotistical dramas. So good for you, pile number 2. We've got the antelope spirit, and life is speeding up for you. How exciting, okay? And I feel like this person might call to tell you like, hey, I'm going on a trip, or hey, I booked this, rendezvous, and I wanted to know if you wanted to come with me. And the 8 of Wands is definitely a travel card. It represents Mercury and Sagittarius, okay? And it is the Lord of Swiftness. And you do have this antelope spirit here too. So it's like, hey, I'm about to hit the road. I'm about to, I don't know why I just got that song. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more. Anyway, pile number 2. But I kind of feel like this person to call up and say, hey, I'm thinking about busting out of town. Do you want to go with me? Okay. And this is the number 2 with the antelope spirit. So, it's more fun sometimes when we're on like a road trip with a friend or someone we like or whatever. 2's always better than 1, as they say, pile number 2. We have the Temperance card and patience. Okay, now. And, patience is good. That's nice. But I also feel like it's kind of like, yeah, I'm kind of sick of waiting around. We have, we have the card number 14, and then we have card 4, and then of course 2 plus 2 is 4. So there's a lot of 2s and 4s in your reading, 2, 4, 4. Okay, that could be somebody's phone number, apartment number, etc. But 2, 4, 4. And, the heart chakra, like, I'm trying to be patient with what I'm feeling, and I'm trying to test things out, but I'm feeling in the mood. I'm feeling in the mode to go somewhere and do something. And, I think we'd have a lot of fun together. Can we go? We have isolating thoughts, okay? So this person has kind of they could have been in a funk, pile number 2, or kind of depressed or missing you or wanting to see you. And, kind of sick of being by themselves and feeling kind of like hemmed in by their thoughts. And, maybe not sleeping well, maybe just kind of feeling bored with life and just feeling, and tired of sitting alone with their thoughts, right? And I'm tired of sitting here. I feel like what they would call you up and say is, I'm tired of sitting here alone with my thoughts, and I just want to do something, and, can we go spend some time together, is what I feel like they would say. Ooh, birthday sex. Okay, pile number 2. Is somebody's birthday coming up, or is somebody having a birthday? All right. And, this could be like, let's go somewhere for your birthday. Let's go have some fun. Let's go make it a special day or a special weekend. And, um, like wanting to make things nice for you, wanting to make sure you're happy on your special day with the heart chakra here, and wanting to make sure like that pile number 2 is enjoying themselves or having a good time, or um, yeah, we've got synchronicity. Okay, now, I feel like you and this person, you kind of think of each other at the same time, or you've got the same ideas at the same time. It says synchronicity, pay attention. The signs are guiding you back together. Now, I feel like this person has been getting some thoughts about you or dreaming about you, or is like, should I reach out to pile number 2? Like, is there a way that we could meet up or see each other? Perhaps you don't live in the same areas and it's like, okay, could we travel to see one another? Maybe somebody here moved and isn't close to the other person anymore, pile number 2, but it's like, could we actually like meet up with each other? And it says, stop ignoring the call of spirit, animals, numbers, and songs. Okay, well then, and certain songs reminding this person of you, numbers, songs. Maybe somebody here has like an animal that they love, a dog or a cat, or they loved your dog or cat, okay? But it's like they keep getting signs that they should connect with you, and they keep feeling like, I should reach out to pile number 2. Like they keep getting nudged to do that anyway. So I do feel like this person has been thinking of calling you anyway. Yeah, just as soon as I said that, look at the reach out card. Literally, as I was saying that, I was turning over this card and it says reach out. So synchronicity strikes again, pile number 2, okay? And then we have 2 in pile number 2. So there's like a lot of synchronicities here in your pile, I feel, even just magically showing up in your pile, where this person has wanted to reach out and tell you what they're thinking and tell you, I've been wondering how you've been doing. I've been wondering how like the projects or the things that you've been working out have been going, and I'm wondering if you want to like get away, or I'm wondering like, are you on the road again, or are you traveling again, or where are you now? Because it'd be awesome to be able to see you or to be able to talk to you. We have here envy. Oh my gosh, I feel like this person envies your lifestyle. Pile number 2. Now, it's not necessarily like a bad thing, but I think this person's like stuck at home, or they're bored, or they're just not doing much and they feel isolated, where you guys are kind of people that like, if you're feeling hemmed in or trapped or bored or isolated, you'll probably just, grab the camper and go, or, hop on your motorcycle and go, or hop in your car and drive somewhere, or take a trip somewhere, or whatever. You're just on the move, and some of you may have a lifestyle that causes you to be on the move at times, whether it's work or job related or things like that. But like essentially, like you're never in the same place for a long time. You're always up and doing things. Even if you basically stay around where you live, it's always like you're always up to something. And envy, like your life is speeding up, and they feel like their life really isn't speeding up, and they want to connect to you because I feel like they kind of want the juju that is pile number 2. And this card that says envy says, I am the same as everybody else, but with different challenges. Okay. And I think they envy how you can just get up and go, or how you're a free agent, or how you just like live your life the way that you live it. And they're like, wow, that's like, I want to be more like pile number 2. Or I think it's really cool that, I think they'd tell you, I think it's really cool that you stuck with that project, or, with this patience temperance card, that you taught yourself that skill, or, you fixed your Winnebago or your camper, or it's so cool that you renovated your van and now you're traveling from it. Like, you know, any cool skill that you guys have, pile number 2, that allows you to kind of be on the road or living the way you live. I kind of feel like this person would like to kind of like tag along with you or be around you in that way, okay? And they would tell you, hey, I envy the way you're living. I wish I could live that way too. Maybe some of you are like digital nomads or that type of thing. And yeah, and you know, with this whole birthday card, they might have wanted to call you on your birthday and say happy birthday. You know, or wish you a happy birthday. I think they thought of you on their birthday I think they thought of you on your birthday with this heart chakra here and reach out. I think they wanted to reach out to you on your birthday and say, hey, like, I hope your special day is going well, or I hope you're having a good time, or, you know, all that noise. You know what I'm saying? Pile number 2, we have Leo energy and I will. And this is you guys, I feel. Some of you may have Leo in your chart, but regardless of whether you do or don't, it's like, I will accomplish the things that I set out to accomplish. And, you know, determination, not giving up on things, being confident, being willing to go and do things on your own. Maybe some of you were kind of like traveling on your own or doing solo travel in some way, or you've wanted to do that and you've looked at that. But it's like, I'm not expecting anybody else to come and make my life for me. I will go and do what it takes. And, you know, I think this person is envious of your willpower in a way, or envious in your confidence that you have in yourself. And they see your life as, you know, Leo energy does have to do with being like fun and playful and, you know, having like a charming, charismatic, fun and playful energy. I'm also seeing the letter D, and I'm seeing SD, SD, or JD. Okay, for initials, could be a place, could be initials. I'm also seeing a place that starts with the letter K. Like, I feel it's a place that starts with K and ends with MA. MA. Okay, if you recently visited a place that starts with a K, it could be a park or a nature reserve, or it could be a city or a town. But I am seeing that here. And, you know, I feel like this person's like, I want to go with you and do stuff. Okay. I'm also seeing the initials NR, NRJ. Okay. And the letter B, B7 or B1. Okay. It could be somebody's apartment number B7, B1. But I mean, I feel like this person is, well, and it's also interesting because she's holding a child here too. And, you know, maybe some of you are single parents, or you've always wanted to be a parent in some way. Okay. And it's like, yeah, I do want to be a parent someday, but I want to also do the things I want to do too. Or maybe some already are a single parent here. But, you know, pile number 2, interesting energy, because I feel like this person thinks that you're kind of a person that's always on the move or always on the go. But I also feel you've worked really hard to get to where you are today, and you've been very patient with things in your life to get to where you are today. And that is awarding you the freedom that you've been looking for. And this person's kind of envious of it. We have here the Magician. Ooh, you guys just make things happen. You know, the Magician is very skilled. And that's something I'm getting about you guys. Multi-talents, multi-things that you're good at, multi-jobs that you could do, inventive, smart, good with your hands, you know, different stuff like that. And a coordinated effort to make life more interesting is like the Magician. And we've got the 9 of Pentacles, your independence, your freedom, you're smart, you've got a good head on your shoulders. And you kind of got 2 sides to you. One is more traditional maybe, and then the other side of you is more quirky, or doing whatever you want, whenever you want. And you're busy, always busy with stuff is what I feel. And, because of that, you're very interesting to talk to and to get to know. We have the Seven of Wands here. You're used to doing a lot of stuff by yourself and being on your own a lot, and having to think for yourself and having to fix things on your own. Maybe some of you are very good at fixing things, or you're very talented with, have skills at fixing things or working on things. And I feel like this person, it's important not to live with animosity in life and be happy with what you have, even though other people may surpass or other people look like they're having a more glamorous life. That isn't always the case, you know, pile number 2, it really isn't. And yeah, for some of you, this could be a person who's also a friend as well, but it's like, you know, they've always admired your independence is what I feel, pile number 2. And your ability to turn like nothing into something, okay? And your ability to like work hard and be powerful about what it is that you're doing. Oh, wow, look at this, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, now. And, you know, sometimes people will work for a boss for a long time and work really hard, and they never meet their standards, and it feels like they're never good enough, or they're never doing a good enough job, or people getting burned out and exhausted at their jobs. And, you know, I feel like this person wishes they were more like you, is what I'm getting, pile number 2, okay? And confident boss babes in pile number 2 is what I'm getting. And sometimes as much as we work hard for something, it never really pleases that person, or it never really comes to fruition. And that's a tough lesson to learn. But I actually feel what you guys are doing and working on is important. And I do feel like it comes to fruition. And I do feel like you make money off of it as well. And I do feel like some of you are going to be sitting in a very enviable position, because you're going to have money, you're going to have worked hard for it, and you're going to have the respect that you want, okay? And for some of you, that could be in the workplace, okay? Some of you could have had very like tough mothers who were very expected a lot from you guys, pile number 2, okay? Or what you did, you know, it was like never good enough, or you know, or you had a sibling that like kissed your mom's ass all the time, and yet you were just doing your own thing, and it's like, yeah, whatever, I'm just gonna do my own thing. Anyway, pile number 2, I'm getting a little off track here, but what I'm saying is that your hard work pays off. Queen of Pentacles is the gist of everything, is basically your hard work pays off. And I feel like this person would call you and say, do you need a break? Like, you know, are you getting burned out? Do you need a break? You've obviously like worked really hard to get to where you are. You're very independent. But I also feel, yeah, like this person would say, do you want to go and take a break? Do you want to go and travel? Do you want to go somewhere with me? Is what I feel like they would saying. Now, the hard thing about that, though, pile number 2, is that you do have a lot of responsibilities right now. I feel like with the Queen of Pentacles, as you are finishing something or working on something that needs a lot of your effort, 7 of Wands, there could be a lot of responsibility right now on something you're doing. So it could be a little bit hard to get away, because there is a lot of responsibility weighing on your shoulders right now with the Queen of Pentacles, and that could be family responsibility, children, you know, for those of you taking care of parents, or, you know, financially need to help out your family or take care of your family. Like, you know, it's always interesting when people envy us, but they don't know like the whole story behind everything. Do you know what I'm saying, pile number 2? Like, people can be very envious and see us one way, but then they find out, oh, wow, I guess, you know, it is a little bit harder for pile number 2, or I guess pile number 2 does have a lot of responsibilities. But I also feel, pile number 2, like you've grown a lot through your responsibilities. You've grown a lot through your dedication and through your effort. Like you've experienced an extreme amount of personal growth through all of this, but it may be time for a break, or it may be time for a rest in some regards. And maybe what you actually do need is some time away, pile number 2, okay? And I feel like this person is wanting to tell you, hey, I will come see you, all right? With this antelope and this Leo card, I'll come see you. I miss you, the heart chakra. Like, I'd love to do something special for your birthday or something like that. And I've been kind of sitting here by myself, and I'm wondering what you're up to, is what I feel like this person would say. All right, pile number 2. So that is what I am getting for you, my loves. I hope that that reading resonated for you, and hopefully bringing you a sense of peace and accomplishment in your life at this time. So thank you so much, pile number 2. Wishing you the best. Let's move on to pile number 3. Okay. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the zebra, and today's reading is called I Just Called to Say. All right, and we are going to find out this person's thoughts and feelings towards you. If they were to call you up right now, what would they say to you? If they were to call you up, what would they have to say to my pile number 3s, please? If they were to just pick up the phone and casually give pile number 3 a call, what would they say? Okay. Let's see, for my pile number 3s, what would they say if they were to just reach out and be like, what's up, pile number 3? Okay, and we have here, 5 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Pile number 3, my loves, for those of you that have been going through some deep emotional pain and surrender in your life, and you feel frustrated with the way that you're thinking or feeling because something didn't exactly go the way that you wanted it to do. It feel like there was a lot of growth there for you with a particular person or a particular situation in your life, but it just didn't go according to plan. And I feel like you guys are like, ugh, not again. So we'll see what's going on here. And this could just be something going on that you've been dealing with in your life, pile number 3, that's kind of separate, from this reading. It could be something to have to do with grief you've been processing, things like that on a deeper level. So we have here Stag Spirit and Take the Lead, okay? We have Authority and the Emperor, okay? So, the Emperor comes through at a time when, maybe we need protection, or we feel like we need somebody to kind of come in and manage things or take control of things, okay? And, but the Emperor is also not that emotional. And if you're feeling emotional, that can be akin to somebody walking in the room when you're having a bad day and being like, toughen up, and it's like, shut the fuck up, So for those of you who are going through that, I totally get it. I see it, pile number 3. Yeah, we have the 8 of Swords and Trapped in Fear, okay? And I feel like this person is saying, I know you want to move on and I know you want to change your life, but, kind of like still holding on to the bitterness, the resentment, the anger, the pain of it all is keeping you like trapped in fear. And I kind of feel perhaps this person, if they were to be, and maybe it's about this person, pile number 3, maybe they have been trapped in fear and they've been, feeling like they want to take control of their life and take the lead in their life and they want to make some changes in their life, but they also don't know where to start, or they've been trapped in fear, or they've just been like, fuck, I don't know. And it's kind of like if I call you, you expect me to kind of say what needs to be done, or you expect me to take control of the conversation, but I don't know what I want to say with the Eight of Swords. I kind of feel like this person, and maybe they're holding back from communicating right now, pile number 3, because it's like, oh, I'm expected to step up to the plate and take control of what's going on here, but I don't have the fucking foggiest clue of what to say with this trapped in fear. Okay, so let's see what else. We have renewal and spark. Okay, this person wondering, is there a possibility for there to be a spark here? Is there a possibility for things to change? Is there a possibility for things to kind of renew and be different? We have unbreakable, love bound in love. And that's a huge diamond right there. Unbreakable, love bound in love. A strong, right, stag spirit with the Emperor. And I kind of feel like this person may see emotions, or may see like people crying or suffering or emotions maybe as a sign of weakness. And for them, we could have somebody here who's very tapped into their masculine side, in the sense that they feel like they should be like in charge, and they feel like they should be this unbreakable, unshakable person in life. And on the inside, though, they feel very trapped in fear, and they don't know what to say. So it's kind of interesting, because I feel like they're like, well, I should be this, unbreakable, unshakable person that is playing this role, but they don't feel that way on the inside. They feel scared on the inside. Eight of Swords. And we have, I need you to love me as I am. Well, pile number 3, that's a tough one, because I feel like you feel disappointed in who this person is as they are with this 5 of Cups here. Like you saw a lot of potential growth, but there's just been too many instances where this situation ended up being something that you didn't think it was. And, your disappointment and in this person is affecting them, and it is causing them to question themselves. But they also are like, I am a strong and powerful, person, and I am unbreakable, and I am unshakable. But, as quiet as a little mouse. But I need you to love me as I am, It's like, okay. And, 5 of Cups is represented by Mars and Scorpio. So as much pain as you've been in pile number 3, you might just be pissed off too, as well. Because it's like, I feel you guys have given this person plenty of opportunities, perhaps to come correct in a certain way with you. And yet they're taking kind of, a pussy way out of things with this 8 of Swords, and I need you to love me as I am. And that's what happens sometimes when people act on the outside like they're all tough, and they're very, they're not going to let anybody mess with them. They're not going to let anybody mess with you. But at the same time, that person has a lot of inner failings and a lot of lack of courage, and maybe taking it out on the other people around them. So, and them thinking about calling to see if there is still an opportunity for renewal or sparking the situation back up again. And we have patience. The thing is I feel you have been very patient with this person in trying to understand them and trying to adapt to where they're coming from. And it's almost like with this 8 of Swords and patience, it's like, I need you to love me as I am, and I need you to be patient with where I am, and here's the thing, like, I see two sides to this, pile number 3, because there is a side of, well, if you grew up with a very, like, not you, but this person, if they grew up with a very demanding, cold, unloving father figure, or if, even if this is another woman you're watching this about, or whoever it is, somebody could have a very, like, gender specific attitude about the way that men are supposed to act, pile number 3. And the thing is that, nothing really, like, and here's the thing, pile number 3, I feel like you do feel bad when people grow up with like that, because you're like, well, they don't really get an opportunity to kind of like see the other side of things, or how things could be better if they could just work on themselves and grow and show their emotions and go beyond their anger and their disapproval of things or their judging of things. Like, they could actually grow beyond that. And I feel, you've been trying to help this person grow in some way, but it's been doing is bringing you pain or bringing you disappointment with the 5 of Cups here. And, and this person feeling like they really need to step up to the plate. And I feel this person puts a lot of pressure on themselves to be successful, or to be a leader, or to make money, or to, they put a lot of pressure on themselves to do that. This could be a person, because this huge diamond is here, like somebody who wants to give somebody like a huge ring or that type of thing, or wants to quote unquote take care of someone, or all of those types of things, but on the inside is struggling with courage, to learn and grow and think differently about themselves and their lives, okay? And I also feel like this person would tell you about all the pressures that they're going through. Like, I've got a shitty boss, I've got a shitty job, or I'm trying to run this business and it's fucking hard, and I've got money pressures, and I've got a lot of people depending on me, I've got a lot of bills piling up. This person could be a business owner, or work in contracting work or business work, but it's like, I got multiple things piling up, I've got multiple responsibilities on my shoulder, and, I just need you to love me as I am, because that's really, all that I can mentally handle right now with the 8 of Swords, okay? And hoping that that's enough, like calling you to say all that stuff to you would be enough to kind of spark and renew something with you. And on the hope here with patience that things could get better or things would be different, but it's like, I don't know, I feel you guys are kind of like, I don't know, with the 5 of Cups, I feel like you guys have seen a lot already, pile number 3, like, been there, done that, got the fucking t-shirt, we've got discipline here. I can accomplish what I set my mind to, and so this person would say, hey, I'm trying to, make something of myself. I'm trying to be powerful. I'm trying to have money. I'm trying to get you a fancy ring or buy you the shit that you want, or I'm trying to, I think this person would call and tell you about all the patience and discipline that it's taken to get them to where they are today. And it's just a part of their personality and who they are. And the reason they can accomplish so many things is because they have discipline, all this kind of stuff. It's like, what is this? Is this person your dad or what? Pile number 3. Like, that's a call that could be from a father to a daughter, like, or a father to a son. Like, I need you to pull yourself up by your bootstraps and be disciplined in life. And you know what I mean? It's like, it just doesn't, and we have this unbreakable love bound in love. So there's something very traditional about, and maybe this person has a belief that, oh, once you get married, that's it. You don't get divorced, or they came from a family like that where it's like, oh, the man is supposed to provide and there's no divorcing and you just have to accept each other and there's nothing else. And even if you don't know what else to do or to say, you have to act like you know everything, And so, I don't know, pile number 3. I'm not sure why you want to involve yourself with this that much. Maybe it's the hope that things could be different, and maybe the person is a good provider. Maybe they are making money, maybe they have a lot of patience and discipline, and that's attractive because it seems like that means commitment, but I kind of feel like this person may not be that emotionally intelligent, or they may be kind of hard on the outside and the inside, because some people are hard on the outside, but then once you get to know them, it's like, oh, they're a big softie, they're actually very sensitive and emotional, but in a good way, not in a shitty way, but in a good way. But this person, I kind of feel like there's a hardness there, and patience, discipline, sacrifice. And it's like, okay, like, what are you, my daddy? Like, it's, I don't know. Pile number 3. I don't like it that much. I gotta be honest, but to each their own, okay? And I don't think you like it that much either. Jesus. We have Black Moon Lilith. So this could be somebody who's very afraid of women for some reason, or very afraid of women rising up, or is very afraid of the angry feminine, or is afraid of, or somebody who, some people think women are meant to be controlled in a certain way, or women are meant to be led in a particular way, and the dark feminine, or the punishing feminine, or the intensely sexual kind of feminine really sets off their insecurities and things like that. And some people try to control that energy, try to control that Lilith type of energy. And maybe some of you here really do have that powerful feminine within you. And, Lilith is all about rebelling and not submitting to Adam. If you want to go get biblical, it is Easter weekend, right? So we're getting biblical up in this reading. Pile number 3, we're about to get biblical. But, but I also feel like this person is attracted to you, though, because you are sexy, sexual, mysterious, naughty. Maybe you've got naughty lingerie, or it's always the really traditional, uptight people that want to, dudes in particular, sometimes pile number 3, that want to go run with the wolves, like the wild women. And it's like, I don't know if you can handle that, buddy. Like, it's a bit much, and they may need to step off. Because I also, I'm getting really, vocal here, pile number 3. And maybe you guys are like, I'm about to get vocal too, Natalie, because I don't like having my femininity controlled, or I don't like feeling, I want to be sexual. I want to be me. I want to be who I am. I don't want, and Lilith is really an energy of feminism for sure, of I'm taking my power back, and the feminine is taking their power back. And, it's funny because I feel this person's very attracted to your strong, powerful feminine energy, but at the same time, they may be threatened by it too, with this stag spirit and take the lead and this emperor energy. They may also be very threatened by that too. And, and maybe even cause scenes sometimes where it's like they're spilling drinks, or they're being loud, or they're being, and I hope, pile number 3, you haven't dealt with anybody who's really violent in any way or anything like that, because that is truly horrible. But somebody could get mean when they drink, is what I also feel. And maybe some of you had a father who could get very mean when he drank, So it's, there's a lot of misery in those patterns, and there's a lot of pain in those patterns. And, I kind of feel like this person is like, oh, if you want to be where I am, you need the patience and discipline or whatever. And it's like, yeah, I don't know, pile number 3. But I also feel like if this person called you, they'd be making sexual advances to you too. Like, oh, you're so sexy. Oh, you're so hot. Ooh, you're so this, you're so that. Like, ooh, ooh, ooh. You know, and it's always in those kind of like relationships of opposites where there can be a lot of sexual energy, but it also can create a lot of pain, you know, with the 5 of Cups. So let's see what else that they would say here. Yeah, we have the 6 of Cups, you know, the beautiful mermaid, soft, loving, forgiving, caring energy. We've got the 5 of Swords. So fighting, accusing, bullying, yelling, and you know, I feel like you guys are like, shit, I don't want my life to be like that, Natalie. Like, my family fought like that, and the kids would get scared, and I would get scared with my brothers or sisters, and my parents would fight like that. And I just don't want my relationships to be like that. I just don't. And I kind of feel like this person is saying, you know, yeah, I was being mean, or you were trying to tell me something and I wasn't listening to you. And I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, okay, is what I feel like this person is saying. Like, I know, you know, I know you're sensitive. I know I hurt your feelings. I know I didn't take ownership. So, you know, they could be trying to apologize. But again, this, you know, there's multiple broken glasses here. So this may be kind of a cycle thing here. Pile number 3. Oh, we've got the Sun. Oh, pile number 3. And I feel some of you, like, the thing that you want the most is maybe some of you growing up, the thing you wanted the most was to be a mom or to have a chance to have your own family. I also feel like this person is saying that you're a very caring and sensitive person and a very bright energy when you enter the room, and that you're very like loving and creative. The 6 of Cups, very mermaid version of the 6 of Cups. Pretty blonde hair for some of you here too. Also seeing the dark reddish hair. But, you know, I feel like this person is saying, damn, you know, we had some really good times together, but we also had some really bad times together. I also feel like this person could be saying you'd be an amazing mother, or you are an amazing mother, or you're very caring and you're always doing fun things with the kids, or you would just be like, you know, you would be, maybe some of you actually have a son that's really connected to you, and it's important for you for your son to have a strong father figure, okay? I'm also seeing that, but I also feel like this person is saying, yeah, you're really sweet and sensitive and you have a forgiving nature, but you also pick fights with me sometimes too, okay? Or you don't let things go with the 5 of Swords. But I also feel like this person would be saying to you, but you're also like really good with kids. Maybe some of you here are very good with kids and kids really like you, or you were or are a very fun mom, or you put your children at the center of your world. You know, with the Sun, there's an energy of admiration. The Sun isn't just about, you know, kids or children either. It's also about joy and excitement and fun and planning and exuberance and seeing the best in people, you know. And I feel like this person's like, you always see the best in people, but sometimes I feel like you take everything else out on me, you know, type of thing, or you blame me. It's like, you know, the kids can do no wrong, or whoever else can do no wrong. But you always kind of take things out on me is kind of what I feel this person might be saying, which, you know, the 5 of Swords can indicate where there's like a lot of blame going back and forth. Well, you did this. Well, you did that. Well, this and that and the other thing. But with the 6 of Cups and the Sun, there's a lot of good times. So I feel like this person would say, you know, we've had a lot of good times together, or we have a lot of hope for a good future. But I also feel like the bickering and the arguing, yeah, pile number three, yeah, there is good times or there is moments of joy, or but maybe a lot of them are when you're on your own or you're with your kids or you're doing something joyful and creative and, painting, drawing, doing stuff like that. And like maybe those things, writing poetry, painting, music, like, you know, maybe that would help things a little bit in this situation, pile number three. But I also feel sometimes the way that you and this person may bicker or argue or talk to each other may not be the most healthy at times, okay? And I feel like what this person is saying is they don't like it either, but they also think the good outweighs the bad. I feel like with the Six of Cups and the Sun, they're saying that there's a lot of things about you that they actually really like or they actually think is really awesome. And we have the Three of Wands here. And I feel like for you guys, it is about independence. And some of you may have had kids very young. And now you're at a point in your life where you want to travel, you want to do things on your own, you want to be on your own for a while, you want to try new experiences, you want to go places, you want to do different things. Like, I kind of feel like maybe some of you feel like you're living life backwards in a way, or yeah, there was this, you did have kids really young, or you thought about it, whatever that energy is there, pile number three, or maybe you were a parent to your siblings in some type of a way, or you had to grow up really fast. But there's this whole thing of you reflecting on these experiences and then deciding to create a new situation for yourself. Some of you may even be creating a new stream of income for yourself, because what I feel like will help you guys immensely is more independence and more freedom to be yourself, really, at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, you may make this person kind of insecure in a way, pile number three, because it's not like you need them. Like, you can go and do your own thing, or you can go and be by yourself at times and be completely content. And you can go off and do your own thing that you're good at, that you enjoy, your creativity, your hobbies, your projects, your interests. And you don't necessarily need this person to be weighing you down or pulling you down in any way, is also what I see, okay? So, I mean, they admire, I feel like they're saying with the Sun and the Three of Wands that they admire your drive and your get up and go. And maybe sometimes you try to get them out of the house, or you're like, let's go do this. Or maybe you were like in the past, you tried to do that, or you guys would argue about that. And so you just kind of, you're like, whatever, I'll do stuff on my own. But, that's really like how to keep you interested and keep you active, right? The Sun is a very active energy. So is the Three of Wands. And, staying active is important. And, yeah, so maybe that's something you guys are working on. And I feel like this person is saying you're very exciting and I'm very drawn to you and I'm drawn to your light and I'm drawn to your sensitivity and all of that. But, what is with the fighting, or what is with the arguing and the bickering? And why do they never know like the right thing to say? Anyway, pile number three, that is what I am getting for you, my friends. I hope that reading resonated for you and brought you some, insight into your situation, okay? So thank you so much, pile number three. I wish you all the best. Take care.